So I've got these lights and rough country brackets that put the lights up on the A-pillar beside the windshield. So I'm pretty excited about those. My friend Tom over at Lucky 8 Performance whipped up these. I gave him all the measurements and he made these on the plasma, which you can buy these, but they're like $80 a pair. And we just used some scrap metal that we had in the shop, so it worked out perfect. I did have to do a little adjusting, but you know, I'm not upset about it. It was more cost effective than spending $80 on them. So these are more yellow than amber, but these will be going on each side of the windshield. And then these little knuckle pod brackets that put the light on the inside of the wheel, these will be these lights. These are a little more amber. I like that they're darker, and it has a spot beam and a flood beam, so we'll see. They're Amazon, so I don't expect the world of them, but I'm not spending Rigid, is it Rigid? Yeah, Rigid. I mean, Rigid makes some killer lights. I just don't have Rigid money, so. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I gotta go grab some tools and drill a couple holes right here in the A-pillar. So we gotta line it up and then mark and drill a couple holes. What I think is really cool though, that I might add, it comes with these little pads, these little soft adhesive pads, and you stick them on the inside and then line them up with the holes. That way it doesn't scratch the crap out of the A-pillar while it's rubbing up against it. It's not just metal on metal. So I thought that was really a good idea on rough country's end. But shoot, I used to have my first Jeep ever, actually, when I was in the Navy. I bought an 89 Cherokee and I put a 4.5-inch rough country lift on it. And this is back when rough country wasn't as big as they are now. And I was pretty impressed with it. So rough country, keep up what you're doing, guys. We're gonna go ahead and get this knocked out. I gotta go grab some tools and we'll be right back. Shoot, y'all, I'm excited. I'm actually really happy with how this turned out. There it is. We got it mounted. I got the wire ran down into the fender. I can actually reach up inside of here and get a hold of it. So we'll go ahead and run it somewhere up through one of these holes. We'll find a way to route it up and get it to a switch inside. Down here we already have the wiring for factory fog lights, which I already removed all the plastic and everything from the front bumper. So we're gonna go ahead and just wire these straight into where the knuckle lights are going to sit on the inside of the wheels, and then we'll have fog light knuckle lights. That's going to be pretty cool. So we already got these dudes mounted up. They are not wired. I just kind of stuffed the wires down on the fenders. The past few days we have been sick as dogs, all three of us. The dogs, I think, are the only ones that have not been actually sick, ironically enough. We've been sneezing. I'm sure you can still hear I'm pretty stuffy. I bet I've blown my nose at least 50 times today. So it was so much, actually, we had to go buy more tissues. But I'm going to see, since the sun is getting behind the house, maybe I can stand to be out here. The sun just sucks when you feel as sick as we do. We're going to see if we can get these let me grab one. So we've got these brackets. I know it's rusty. I need to clean it up and paint it. But we have these brackets, and I do recall that this poked out too far right here. So this mounts to the spindle, and then when you turn the wheel, your light pod will turn as well. I got to cut this down and shorten it. I don't know if I'm going to cut it and then put my light in one of these holes. That way I don't have to like shorten it and then re-weld it. I don't know, but I'm going to get this mounted up because it's been a while since I've had it on the Jeep, and remind myself how much it's interfering, because I know it gets into the coil spring when you turn at full lock. So that's what we're going to do. This is the passenger side one. So we're going to get this put on. The other one still needs welded together, but whatever I do to this, it's the exact same as the other side, so I can just learn from this, do it on the other one, and then get them both mounted, wired up to the fog light wiring, so it just works like a normal fog light. And then we'll be golden. So less talk and more working. Let's go.
That is perfect. See, if I still had that little plastic valance on, it wouldn't work. Yeah, that's gonna be good. There you go. Okay, ow, stabbed me. All right, there, they should not touch. I'm not gonna turn the wheel or nothing. They're just gonna hang out. Let's see what happens. I've never used a fog light switch on this thing because I've never needed to. So I don't know. It should be on.
Nope. The headlight's on.
So the switch in here is lit up, which means it's sending power to a relay, but I don't know if that relay is working. So let me find the fog lamp relay. Okay. The clip's not clipping. Is the clip broken? No. Are there 45 mosquitoes out here? Yes. Why is the clip not clipping? Well, because all the gunk in the bottom of it. It's all the gunk in the bottom of this one, so it is. Oh.
Not on.
Oh, I was confident though, that's what matters.
Yes.
Man, I like the factory connectors. I didn't want to have to get rid of them.
I think.
Might be a break in the wire, but I think it's this janky connector. Dude, this thing is gross. Yeah, no wonder it won't plug in. Let's see if it'll plug in and click. Wow! Magic! Now, mind you, this is not magic in a young girl's heart. This is magic in an electrical connector. So, I mean, whether you want to believe in it or not, that's up to you, but I believe in it because I'm witnessing it. I'm also witnessing a mosquito the size of a small bird absolutely consuming my left calf currently. But that's okay, because he's just living his life. Man, that's something. Now, I'll tell you, I thought it was for sure going to work.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it's just, why is it just one wiggle away from working? That's what I don't quite understand. And then it doesn't want to work. It's plugged all the way in.
So I think it's safe to say that maybe the wire on the inside.
Which one is it? I can't pinpoint it. It's such a weird connection problem that I don't understand. It's not on the back. It's for sure on this side. But it's not all the time. Does appear as though I found it.
It's in the black wire.
Mm-hmm. There's a cool little test we can do. So, put the meter to continuity. There's a break in that black wire. Where is the break? I don't know. Probably somewhere in this region would be my assumption. Yep, see the break?
Oh,
see it
yeah.
stretching?
Yep.
There's your break.
I saw that.
Right there's the break in the wire. That's how you find the break in the wire. There's your problem. Alright, so we'll do aftermarket connectors. I didn't want to, but I'm going to have to.
Couldn't you
Glad
just repin this, or?
No, because I'd have to recrimp it, and I don't have that style of pin.
Oh, I see.
It's all right. No big deal. I have connectors. It kind of sucks. I knew something was weird, man. That thing was driving me crazy. I'd wiggle it and it'd work. I'd let it go and it'd stop working. Okay, well that's frustrating. Yeah, clearly there was a break in the wire there, ladies and gentlemen. If you push it, it would touch, and if you'd wiggle it just right, it'd touch again. That sucks. Alright, I'm gonna go get my connector kit and all my fancy crimper tools, and we're gonna, I guess, build us a little harness and get that mounted. I need to check and see if that's gonna clear when I turn all the way too. I think it will. I don't know, maybe. I think once it's turned all the way, it's going to get into this. That's what I think. Found a few zip ties.
Your Sam's Club family size bag of zip ties.
That's a dang Costco bag of zip ties. I'm like, hey Till, can you grab a few zip ties while you're in town? Yeah, sure. 1,000 zip ties later. I'm not even joking. 1,000 zip ties later.
It was a good deal.
Yeah, and we've been using them for a solid year. Alright. So just to get a rough idea, I'm going to zip tie this here. At some point this, I would like to think this will lock up in there, but it might not.
Hey! She's on. It's very bright.
I'd call that a success. We don't have any more wiggle of the wires to make it work. Nice. Okay, well I think that's all for tonight. The mosquitoes are trying to carry poor Teal away. I used a bunch of bug sprays, so I'm okay, but her being type O, they seem to like her a lot more anyway. So, we're gonna call it a night.
Dang.
Okay guys, we ran into a little bit of a hiccup. It turns out that this thing, if you look, it's got a little bit of a bend to it, which is fine. It was just a little bit too far out, and it was getting into the sway bar end link bracket. So I removed the light. I'm going to go ahead and cut this pretty much to where this little gusset is, this little triangle. I'm going to cut it pretty much kind of oval, half moon sort of thing. And then I'm going to drill a hole way back over here. And then I'm hoping that'll get the light far enough away that I can go to full lock and the light won't want to get into the sway bar end link bracket. Otherwise, we're going to have to reconsider our light option. And I really don't want to do that because the majority of lights on the market that are small enough and bright enough are unbelievably expensive. I think I paid like 30 or 40 for the pair of these. Like it was cheap. Of course, they're Amazon lights, but they're very bright. I'm real impressed with them. So we're going to try to make them work. So I got to cut this, drill a hole, put it back on, do the turn thing, and then see if it's going to hit stuff. Yeah.
I can see the light moving. Wow. This is awesome.